Well, it's a new day and another 20 cents. Anyway, it's the weather's been pretty mild around here during the day, but it's freezing overnight. It's been like -1, 2, 3, somewhere around there, maybe even 4. But it's freezing overnight, but the days are pretty good. It's they've been pretty good since that weekend there. Anyway, we got a lot of cool things to do, so let's go out and check out the outside and go do some things, all right? Yeah. There we go. There we go. Oh. Yeah, the weather's been pretty darn mild around here for quite a while, and yeah, it's just that the evenings are really freezing. The evenings are just really cold there. And so we just got to keep our fire going in a little wood stove. Anyway, between all the working on the truck and going camping and everything I have to do in my daily life and everything, I've been putting off one of my sort of favorite things to do, and that's going wild foraging and see what kind of plants are out there. I'm pretty sure I'm not too late or anything, but I haven't been out there yet, and that's one thing I want to do. I definitely want to check on my stinging nettle, because stinging nettle is just one of my favorite plants for wild foraging as well as in general, just produce. I just love stinging nettle. It's really cool, really good stuff, and really tasty. And I can make a lot of tea out of it as well. So why don't we take off and head out and do that right now? Let's get the girls together and get them in the truck, okay? Okay, come on and get up. Let's get on and get in and on with on the road. Ciao. Okay, we are going to go to cross the highway onto the logging road and go to some semi-wild places to do some wild plant foraging. Some of my more favorite places to go and check for produce. So that's what we're going to do. Cross the highway there, going down the logging road over there, and check a few spots. So if you feel like it, why don't you come along for the ride? Yeah.
Yeah, the last, like my fitness is fine.
Cheers. that was pretty awesome there, and pretty narrow, pretty tough going through there. I didn't realize that this was going to be the Sunday that they're doing their dirt bike time trials. This is kind of a, I don't know what all these groups, where all these groups are from. They're probably from, you know, Canada, United States and all that, but it's internationally well known, that spot there, for the it's a Whiskey Creek recreational site of some sort, and it's strictly for dirt biking and time trials of the dirt bike courses. Yeah, it's supposed to be really well known around the world. It's crazy. Didn't realize that was a weekend for it. Well, now that we're through that pile up of people and vehicles, now we're going to head on to some of our wild foraging spots. Okay, come on for the ride. Ciao for now. Now this here has got to be my most favorite wild plant to forage for food and stuff like that. My most favorite, I'm going to have to say, for sure. Guarantee that. That's right here, this stuff right here. This here is stinging nettle. Stinging nettle here, yeah. I'm sure you've seen stinging nettle practically everywhere in the world somewhere. But it's not that big right now, and I think there's still a big flush coming. Maybe I might be a bit early, but there's enough of it out here right now to grab a whole bunch of it. And I'm going to show you, if you want to have some nourishment and some energy on when you're on your travels and walks and whatever, or you're stuck in the wilderness or something, and you come across a stinging nettle, here's basically what you can do with it. Here, let me show you this. Okay, so what you do is you just grab this top, just that little top right off there, just that top there, and then you just roll it and squeeze it with your fingers until it becomes really juicy, or starts to get juicy, just like that. And you don't get stung. You don't get they don't sting your fingers at all when you do this, especially just on the top piece, the very nice top piece. And then you just go like this, and you just eat it. And it actually tastes quite good. It's really good trail snack or something. If you're stuck out in the woods, you find it. This stuff has got everything in it you need. It'll keep you alive. It has every nutrient possible you could think of, even protein and stuff like that. And it can keep you alive. But I just love the flavor of it. So that's basically what I do, is I grab the tops and I eat them like that. Or what I'm going to do today, and what I normally do, is I'm going to pick the whole plant here, and a whole bunch of it, take it home, then take all the tops off for cooking up and eating a nice little meal there. And then I'm going to take all the larger leaves and bag them and dry them separately and make tea out of them. So let's get on with this and bag up a whole bunch of this stuff, okay? Ciao. So there we go. As you can see, I've got that bag, that big, huge bag, just stuffed full of stinging nettle. Got it pushed down as tight as I can get it without crushing the leaves and that. But huge bag, and that's going to last quite a while. Get a lot of good fresh meals and a whole bunch of tea out of this stuff. Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's wonderful, yeah. Anyway, there we go. So that's grabbing our stinging nettle for our first trip this year. Anyway, you noticed I wasn't wearing gloves when I picked the stinging nettle. Basically, it's because I kind of pick it really quickly and adeptly, and I don't really get stung that much at all, really, just because I do it so quick and simple. And the stinging that I do get, you know, it's not painful. It's just itchy for hours and hours and hours and hours. Yeah, it itches for a long time, but it's just a mild itch. It's nothing big deal. And like I say, I don't get much of it, and the main effect of it goes away within a half an hour to an hour or something, and then it's just kind of slightly itchy, maybe right after dinner or something. I don't know, but anyway, that's pick and stinging nettle there, and it's great trail food to snack on as you go, especially if you need nutrients and energy, and it'll definitely keep you alive and keep you going. So let's go see what else we can get out there, okay? Ciao. And here we have a whole bunch of new dandelion leaf coming up all over the place, everywhere here. So I'm going to grab a bunch of that, maybe just for 1 or 2 meals, but I'm going to grab a bunch of that and take that with me. And here we have an actual dandelion flower. So let's pluck that and take it with us. There we go. There we go. And here we have another one there. And we even have some more over here. More. Excellent. Let's pick all those. Again, I'm not sure if I'm earlier and nature's a bit late, but I've come across this narrow leaf plantain here. This is narrow leaf plantain, and it always comes up before the broadleaf plantain does, sometimes up to a month. But I would have thought it would be much taller and longer by now. Well, that's narrow leaf plantain, and the broadleaf will come up after it. So I'm going to actually take some of this home with me, pluck it and take it home because I can. But also it's going to be very abundant soon. There's going to be a lot more of that coming up, and the broadleaf plantain will be after that. So we're going to take some of this home and utilize it as well. Ciao. And there's a small amount of spring fungus activity here. Whoops. There. But nothing edible yet. Nothing edible. Just little brown mushrooms mostly. Yep. Nothing edible. So we'll wait for those too. Now these salmonberry shoots, I would have thought they would be out longer than that by now, but those are the little flower heads on them too. But we can also pick a bunch of this stuff and take that with us too. That's all edible, but I thought they would have been bigger by now. But I'll grab a bunch of those and take them along. And these new blackberry shoots, I would have thought they'd be quite a bit longer at this point in time too, but maybe again I'm just early. So we're going to grab a few of these. These are just the brand new shoots of the blackberry bush. We're going to grab a bunch of them and take them with us as well. It's not like we don't have an abundance of blackberry around this island, that's for sure. Now this has definitely got to be one of my favorite of all places to come down to look for fiddleheads. And there's ferns everywhere. Everywhere there's ferns. Absolutely everywhere. And I would have thought maybe I was a tad late or something, but apparently not. Apparently they haven't even started yet, but I don't know. Either I'm a bit confused or the season's late. I'm not too sure, but this is my favorite spot to come and get fiddleheads, and there's not one new shoot in sight anywhere. And this is quite a long strip up and down this little trail area down up in here. Quite a long strip of tons and tons of ferns. Anyway, I'm going to have to keep my eye on this because I'm looking forward to some more fiddleheads this year. So I don't know. I'm not too sure. It seems like everything's a little late for some reason. I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, let's move on and we'll go take what we have and head on home, I guess. Ciao. So there we go. We got a whole load of dandelion leaf here. Some really good stuff here. Lots and lots of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all the good ones out and separate them all. And we're going to use some of them for the dinner tonight. And the rest of them we can dry up and save them for later for tea or soups or stews or anything. So we're going to sort this out and get on with that. So here now we have plenty of dandelion leaf here for tonight's meal we're going to prepare. There's plenty of that. We got a bunch left over. We can pick through that, and we're going to dry that out and save it for later for tea or soups or stews or even omelets or whatever. But we'll dry out the rest of that and just use this for tonight's dinner, or meal I should say. And then we also have the blackberry shoots here, the new blackberry shoots there that are there, and the salmonberry shoots and some flower buds as well. They have some little flower buds here as well. There we go. Yeah, we have that. And so every part of the all the thorn bushes, the blackberry, the salmonberry, the raspberry, even the wild rose, all of those bushes, you can eat every part of those, even the roots. Every part of those the thorn plants are all edible completely. And the same with the dandelion. And over here we have the dandelion flower here. This is going over here. There's all the dandelion flower we picked, and those are going to go in at the end of this dish we're making. And then on top of that we have all this narrow leaf plantain here. And we got some put aside as well. On all of this stuff we got some more put aside, and that's all going to get dried out and put into a tea or soup, stew, omelets, whatever meal I can make with any of this stuff. So what we're going to do with all of this stuff right here, right now, is that we are going to chop up all the narrow leaf plantain, chop up all the dandelion leaves, and all the thorn bush shoots. All chop that up real fine. That's going to go in with our stinging nettle dish. And these dandelion flowers are going to go in whole. They're going to be added in near the end of the dish when we get to it. So let's finish the dish off and get on with it. So now we come to the stinging nettle part. Here's all the stinging nettle. We got so very much of this. Just tons and tons of this. Yep, and it's all got to be cleaned up and sorted out. Yeah. So let's get on with this part. There it goes out. So what we're going to do with this, this is what I generally do with all my stinging nettle. Take the grass out of it first. But all these nice, really good, wonderful little tops up here, I take those tops off like that, and I make a little pile of those, and all the rest of these leaves here, I trim them, and they all go into a bag for making tea. They get dried out and they go into tea, or even, like I said, soups, stews, omelets, whatever you want to do. And that one goes into the compost. But there we go. So we're going to make a huge pile of this, the leaves there, and a bunch of these beautiful shoots there. Okay, wow, that's a big pile of the larger fan leaves, eh? And now I've already been filling up this bag already. It's half full already. So these ones are all going to go in there. And they're going to dry out in there and be used for mostly tea. But like I say, other things too, like soups and stews or whatever you feel like. And that is quite a big pile of these luscious tops of the stinging nettle there. Just the really succulent, luscious new shoots on the top of the stinging nettle there. This is a big pile. This should be enough for tonight's dish we're going to create here. So let's just get on with that there. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to take all these tops of the stinging nettle here. We're going to place them in the bowl right here. Get all of them there. Whoa, yeah, get all of them. And then all the plantain and the dandelion leaf and all the blackberry and salmonberry buds we chopped up into little pieces. We're going to throw those in there too. And okay, so we blended that really well. Let's get that all into the pot here. Get all of it into the pot there. Yeah. Whoops. Dropping it everywhere. Wow. And we'll just have to pour this in like that. There we go. Okay, now that I've drained that off, we're going to put that. Now we're going to put the dandelion flowers in there. We're just going to mix this up a little bit. Mix the flowers into there so they steam up a little on their own. And then what I do is I definitely have to put a certain amount of salt in there. It should be okay. Some pepper. Yep, and I'm going to put a smash of minced garlic in there as well. I decided that kind of last minute. And blend that in a little bit and roll that over. Get the heat into that garlic. And then get some butter here. Melt some butter into that. And put a hint of roasted sesame oil on there. Just about 6 or 7 drops kind of thing. There. That's about it. And then we're going to make sure this is blended really, really well. And then we're going to mow down on it when it's all ready. This is going to be delicious. I just know it. I just know it. So there we've mixed it all well and blended it all thoroughly. All that butter and that roasted sesame oil and the garlic and all the salt and pepper and everything. That's going to be fantastic. That is a nice plate of food there. Nice plate of food there. That would go well with a steak dinner. All right. Let's chow down on this. That's not what I want. This is what I want for this. Chopsticks. Yeah, chopsticks there. Yeah, all right. Let's eat this. So there we go. A hot, wild foraged meal. Yeah, just like a sort of a hot spinach salad. This is actually really, really good. Really good. I actually prefer it over spinach myself, but I don't know. Everything's an acquired taste for most people, I think. But this is fantastic. This is a whole wild foraged meal with a bunch of different items in there. Super, super healthy. And it's free. Really good, really good. I really love my stinging nettle. It's really good. It's super healthy for you. And we even got dandelion flowers. Really good. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy eating this, and afterwards I might boil myself up a couple of duck eggs, or possibly even my last goose egg. Boil that up, maybe have it soft boiled, I don't know. But I'm going to have something after this, I'm sure of that. And I love my eggs, so that might be the plan. So good, so good. Anyway, happy wild foraging and bon appetit. And then for now, we'll just say ciao for now. I don't know about you, but it seems a little dark in here right now. A little dark. So let's go outside where we get some better lighting. Wow, that's much better. That's much better, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's much better lighting, eh? Yeah. Anyway, that's our day foraging, and I just want to say that, you know, I don't eat like that all the time. I don't go out and forage all the time, although I do get my stinging nettle each and every year. And I try and get an abundance of it and eat lots of it because I love it so much, and it's really healthy for you. But I do get that a lot, and I try and get as big a bag of the dried stuff for the tea that I can. I do like that, and I really like the fiddleheads. I like to get a hold of them when they're out because they're really delicious. But I don't normally just go out foraging all the time and eat that way all the time, you know. It's just really, really good to know that, you know, there's a bunch of wild food out there that you can eat, that in any starvation situation, you know, you can live off the land, live off the planet, and you won't starve to death. You know, there's so many things you can eat out there, plants and animals and everything. But yeah, it's just, I find it, for me anyway, really good to know how to survive and what foods are out there in the wild to eat. So that, you know, I've got tons and tons to keep me going, and it gives me a lot of peace of mind as well, you know, just in case anything were to happen. I mean, you never know, right? Anyway, that was our day of foraging for today, and we'll take you out on more foraging days when they come up, like when the fiddleheads are up and stuff like that. But for now, I just hope you enjoyed going out and looking at some wild plants and stuff, and hope you enjoyed the day. Anyway, we'll talk to you soon. Ciao for now.